All right, good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another exciting day in mathematics. Whoop, whoop. Warm-up 89 is on the screen. Let's get started, please. Shouldn't take you long. From there, get a Cornell note. No Frere model. Today's going to go super fast, so stay with me, please. We're about to move on tomorrow, but just need to cover some review today in regards to another method of solving systems. All right, copy and go. All right, for the sake of time, here goes number one. Circles. You guys remember circles? Yes? All right, eliminate the constant. Subtract 4. And then over here, we're going to leave all the x's together. So we got x squared minus 8x. Oh, sorry. 8x and x squared. Leave an empty space. Then we got the y's together, y squared minus 4y, empty space, all that equal to negative 4. Then we complete the square. Add negative 8 over 2 to each side, squared. And then here we add negative 4 over 2 squared to each side. So we end up with x squared minus 8x plus 16 plus y squared minus 4y plus 4 equals negative 4 plus 16 plus 4. Now, can I simplify the right side? Yes. So the 4's cancel. We're left with 16. And at this step, instead of rewriting, I'm going to factor at this point. Square root of the first, x, square root of the last, 4, sine of the middle, squared, plus, square root of the first, square root of the last, sine of the middle, squared. And now we have our standard form equation for the circle. So from there we can get the center. Is that correct? Everyone, tell your neighbor the center of that circle. Yeah, 4, 2. And tell your neighbor the radius. How do you get the radius, please? Yeah, square root of 16 is 4. So if we were to graph that, uh, 4, 2 is about right there. That's our center. And then 4 steps in all directions. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 4 that way, 4 that way, and 4 that way. And there you go. Piece of cake, yes? Oh, yeah. Let's go to number 2. They're asking for the sum, difference, and product of those binomials. So what you get for the sum, which means addition. Sum, what you get, anaya, sum for those two. What was that again? I'm sorry. 7 minus I. That is correct. Let's go from the corner. Difference. What'd you get for the difference, Christina? Negative 9 minus 7I. That is correct as well. Let's go. How about the product? What'd you get for the product or multiplication? Frida, what'd you get? All right, help her out, please. Lissa. What? Multiply, that's negative 12i squared. Multiply, that's negative 32i. Multiply, that's negative 3i. Multiply, that's negative 8. So this is negative 12i squared minus 35i minus 8. However, The I squared is what, everyone? Negative 1. So negative 12 times negative 1, it's 12, minus 35i minus 8. Combine like terms, so this is 4 minus 35i. Hands if you got that by yourself. All right, good. Number 3, factors for that one. 5 times 12, that's 60. And 32 down here. Factors of 60 that add up to 32. $30 and 2. Yeah, so then we got 5x squared plus 30x plus 2x plus 12. Group. GCF is 5x, and we're left with x plus 6. GCF for those two is 2x, and we're left with x plus 6. Factors are x plus 6 and 5x plus 2. Oh, this was only 2. Number 4. We graph the parent function of f of x equals x cubed. There it is. And according to this, where are we going to move that to? Dylan, where are we going to move it to according to this? Bless you. Two to the right and 5 up. That is correct. So we go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now our parent function moved up there. Thank you. Number 5, solve by substitution. I'm going to solve the bottom one for y, so I need to add x. Negative y equals x plus 1. Divide by negative 1 to get rid of that negative. Y equals negative x minus 1. All right, so on the first equation, instead of writing y, I'm going to write what? Negative x minus 1, yes. So, distribute, so we got x minus 2x minus 2 equals 2. Combine. This is negative x minus 2 equals 2. Plus 2 plus 2. Negative x equals 4. Divide by negative 1. X equals negative 4. So, am I done? Nope. Substitute that in here. So I get, let's see, y equals negative. And instead of x, I write negative 4. So this is y equals 4 minus 1, which is 3. So my solution is negative 4, 3. Remind your neighbor what that means. What does that mean? What does that mean, Jaden? Sorry? You ever hear that? Valente, can you hear that? He said no. The point. It is a point. What point? Tell your neighbor what point, people. Jose, what point? Yeah, the point of intersect for both graphs. That is correct. Copy the agenda, please. Warm-up number 89, systems of equations. Poem play for tonight, 6.3 play sheet numbers 1 through 12 only. From there, get a Cornell note, please. All right, get a Cornell note ready, please. All right, here we go. Our objective for today, I can solve the system of equations elimination method. Now, Today's more like a review on revisiting this concept from Algebra 1, which I'm pretty sure and am confident that your teachers taught you guys this process. However, I'm just retrieving it because we're about to embark in a nice third dimension systems lesson starting tomorrow. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, come on. Right now it's only X and Y. Let's throw in another one tomorrow, right? X, Y, and Z with 3 variables, 3 equations at once. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. So with that said, we know what systems are. And the 3 ways of solving a system are by graphing, substitution, and elimination. We've been working with graphing and substitution. Today I'm revisiting the elimination method before we get in. Like I said, tomorrow we get started with the systems in 3D, which will require for us to make a decision as to which method to use or to use 2 different methods throughout. So with that said, here are the steps that I'm going to take today. I'm going to leave those steps on the top right of the screen. You don't need to copy these. These should be in your noodle already, but if you were to copy them or take a screenshot, step 1 says change all equations to standard form. Number 2, eliminate 1 variable. Number 3, solve the equation for the variable. Substitute that variable into the other equation and solve for the other variable and write your coordinates. Okay? So, copy example number 1 and read, solve the system by elimination method with elimination method. System given, y equals negative 2x minus 5 and y equals 2x plus 13. Like I said, I'm leaving the steps, the process over here on the top right. And today's going to go super fast, so stay with me, okay? Like I said, this is more like a review session, trying to retrieve information from your noodle that it should be in there. Here we go. Step 1 says change all equations to standard form. What does that mean, Mr. Q, to change it into standard form? For linear equations, it means that both x and y need to be on the same side. What? X and y need to be on the same side of the equal sign. So, do we have y and x on the equal sign on the same side on the first equation? No. So what shall I do? I'm going to send the x to the other side by doing what? Add 2x, add 2x. Do that with me. I'm going to do that in blue, and I'm going to rewrite it. Since I added 2x to each side, I have 2x plus y equals to negative 5. So I rewrote my first one. This is called what? Standard form, when both x and y are on the same side. So let's do that for the second one in red. What do I do to send the x to the other side? Subtract 2x, subtract 2x. So I'm left with negative 2x plus y equals to 13. Step 1 is done. I'm moving to step 2. Step 2 says eliminate one of the variables by adding. Okay, so I draw a line across, look up to the screen, and I put a big plus sign over here on the side. So like that, it reminds me that I'm combining straight down. So what is 2x minus 2x? 0. That's why it's called elimination, because we eliminate one of the variables from the get-go. Continue. Y plus y is 2y. Negative 5 plus 13, that's 8. Let's continue solving for y. Divide by 2, divide by 2. Y equals 4. So we just did step 1, step 2, and step 3. Step 4 says to substitute that into one of the 2 equations and solve for the other variable. Which equation shall we use, the blue one or the red one? Does it matter? No. So I'm going to use the top one, the blue one. And I'm going to write 2x plus parentheses equals negative 5. And I'm going to substitute the value of y, which is 4. And I subtract 4 from each side. I end up with 2x equals negative 9. And last but not least, divide by 2. So x equals negative 4.5. All right, so we're done with Step 4. Step 5, it just says write your solutions as a coordinate. So my coordinate is what? Negative 4.5 and 4. This is my solution. And remind your neighbor what this means again. What does that mean? Ivan, what does that mean? Point of intersection, yes. If I was to graph both equations, that's where they're going to intersect. All right. Is it coming back? Yes. From 1 to 5, how comfortable are you with this? Yeah, 5 fours, 5 fours. All right. Do one by yourself. Copy this one. Example 2. Y equals negative 4x plus 10, and y equals 4x plus 2. Copy and go. All right. So, are they in standard form? No. So what do I do to get started? JP, what did you do for the top one? You add 4x to both sides, and that gave you what? Plus y equals 10. All right? How about the second one? What did you do, JP? Uh-huh. So we end up with what? Hands if you got up to right there. Okay, good. From there, combine or add. Put a big plus sign right there. So 4x and 4x, they cancel. That's why it's called elimination. Y plus y is 2y, and this is 12. Divide by 2, y equals 6. Hands if you got that. All right. From there, we substitute that into one of the two equations. I'm going to substitute into the top one. 4x plus parentheses equals 10. And instead of y, substitute 6 minus 6. 4x equals 4. Divide by 4. X equals 1. Solution, 1, 6. And if you got that? Yes, all right. From 1 to 5, how comfortable are you with it so far? Yes, all right. So now let me just go back to the previous one. Look up to the screen. The previous one, we eliminate the x's by canceling the 2x and the negative 2x. This one that we just did, we eliminated the x's by canceling the 4x and the negative 4x. Why are we able to do that? Why are we able to cancel that right there? Tell your neighbor, why are we able to cancel that there? Why are we able to cancel that there, Diego Romo? Why are we able to cancel that one? Sorry? One of them is negative and one of them is positive. In other words, they are what? One word. They are opposites. That is correct. They have to be opposites in order to eliminate. Bah! Copy this next one. Example number 3. X equals negative 2y plus 11 and negative x plus 4y equals 1. All right? Get me started, please. What do I do? Frida, what do I do to the top one? Add 2y, so I have x plus 2y equals 11. Continue from there. Isabella, what do I do next? What's that? Tell me what to write. What do you guys notice, guys? It's already in what? Standard form, so you just rewrite it. Negative x plus 4y equals 1. And the rest is history, yes? All right, continue, Caleb. Eliminate the x, and I end up with, okay, continue. So that is $12. Divide by 6, y equals 2. Continue, Diego Rosa. Where do I substitute the y to? One of the equations, which one do we use? The red one? Okay, good. Negative x plus 4 parentheses equals 1. And instead of y, we're going to substitute 2. So this is negative x plus 8 equals 1 minus 8 minus 8. Negative x equals negative 7. To eliminate that negative, divide by negative 1. X equals 7. Solution, 7, 2. Hands if you got that by yourself. Let's go, let's go. Solution. And we know what that means, yes? All right. Send me your notes. Hold on. Number 4, solve the system by elimination method. Y plus 3x equals negative 2. 2y minus 3x equals 14. What do you guys notice on that one, everyone? They're already in what? Standard form. So you got 30 seconds to solve that one. Go. All right, so just really quick, looking up to the screen. What did we notice? That they both are in standard form. So at this point, we can eliminate. Which ones are opposites? 3x and negative 3x. This eliminates. You ended up with 3y equals to 12. Divide by 3. Y equals 4. Substitute that into one of the two. Some of you used the top one, and you just wrote blank 3x equals, equals negative 2, and you substituted the 4 right there. Subtract 4, subtract 4. 3x equals negative 6. Divide by 3. X equals negative 2. And then we write our coordinate, negative 2, 4. Solution. And once again, what's allowing us to eliminate at this step when it's already in standard form? That one of them is what? Positive, and the other one is negative. Okay, copy this one. Example number 5. System, 3x plus 3y equals 15, and negative 2x plus 3y equals negative 5. I'm going to zoom into this one because this one has a little slider to it. There it is. Question, are they in standard form? Yes, so draw your line across. Look at them. Which one's going to eliminate? Wait a minute. Can we eliminate the x? No. Can we eliminate the y? No. However, by looking at it, which one do you think we could eliminate if it was changed a little bit? The y? What does 1 need to be? Negative. So I'm going to multiply the top one times negative 1. And that transforms the entire equation. Negative 1 times 3x, I'm going to write it underneath. Negative 3x, negative 1 times 3y, negative 3y equals, and negative 1 times 15 is negative 15. Now look, we no longer need this top one anymore. Cross it out. And now we just focus on the two bottom ones. And we do the process of elimination. All right, so negative 2x and negative 3x, that's negative 5x. 3y minus 3y, cancel. Negative 5 and negative 15, that's negative 20. And the rest is history, yeah? Is it coming back? Your noodle doing okay? Yes? They're like, yeah, Mr. Q, I remember these. All right. Which one do you want to use? Isabella, the top one or the red one? All right, she said the red one. So let's use the red one. We got negative 3 parentheses minus 3y, negative 15. And we substitute 4 in there. So this becomes negative 12 minus 3y equals negative 15. And we solve. Plus 12 plus 12 negative 3y equals negative 3. Divide by negative 3. Y equals 1. So my solution, 4, 1. And we know what that means, yes? Tell your neighbor once again what that means. All right, send me your notes. Hold on. All right, so number 6, x plus 2y equals 11, and negative 3x plus y equals negative 5. Okay. Some of you are already ahead of us, which is good. However, here it goes. Are they in standard form? Yes. Okay. Can we eliminate the x's? No. Can we eliminate the y's? No. So here's a dilemma. Can we transform one equation into something else so that we can eliminate either x or y? So check this out. We're going to ask Caleb. So Caleb is looking at the x we can't cancel because they're not opposites. The y's we can't cancel because they're not opposites. So he's going to have to make a decision which one he wants to eliminate. Which one do you want to eliminate, Caleb? The y. Okay. So shall I ask y? The lowest number, okay. So with that said, in order to eliminate y, tell your neighbor what we need to do, guys. What do we need to do? What would we need to do? What would we need here to eliminate the y's, guys? Negative 2, which means we're going to multiply the second equation times what? Negative 2, yes. Distribute, that's 6x. Distribute, negative 2y. Distribute, that is 10. Put the wiggles on that second one, like that. We know we're not looking at that one anymore. All right. So we're looking at this one and this one. Now we can eliminate. Help me out, Jaden. Tell me what you write. Oh, you want to rewrite it down here? Okay. X plus 2y equals 11. Okay. 7x equals what? And then? X equals? And then? Plug it in. Oh, okay. 6 parentheses minus 2y equals 10. So we substitute to the x. So this is 18 minus 2y equals 10. Continue. Solution. 3, 4. Hands if you got that. All right. From 1 to 5, I'll come to right there. Yeah, 5, 4, 5, 4. Yeah. All right. Copy this next one. Number 7. Negative 5x plus 2y equals 32. 2x plus 3y equals 10. And I can assure you that this was one that gave you guys problems. Get it? Problems? Get it? When you got to these. All right. So look at them. Are they in standard form? Yes, Mr. Q. Okay. So, can we eliminate the x's? No. How about the y's? No. All right, but this one's tricky though. Look at the previous one that we just did. Look up, please. The previous one, we multiply the bottom one times -2 because we just needed a -2 right here in order to cancel the +2 and the -2, right? All right, but that's not the case with this one. This one's a little bit different. Look at it. So, if we wanted to eliminate the x's, we needed opposite numbers here. Is that correct? Which means what, Mr. Q? Which means, check this out. This is what I tell my students every year. Think about this number and this one like denominators. What would be a common denominator between those two? Guys? 10, okay? Which means what would I have to do to the top equation? Multiply times what? 2, and the bottom one times 5. However, hold on before you do that. What if I didn't want to eliminate the x? I wanted to eliminate the y's. Well, look at the coefficients again. Imagine these are denominators. What would be a common denominator for these two? 6. So that means I would multiply the top one times 3 to make it into a 6. The bottom one times 2, but one of them has to be negative, right? So then this would be times -2. So here's the million-dollar question. Which variable do you want to eliminate? Let's ask, how about Alyssa? Which one do you want to eliminate? Y. She wants to eliminate y. So what do we multiply the top one by, guys? To make, remember, they need to be the same number here, which is 3 times 2 is 6. So this needs to be a 6. So we multiply times 3. All right? So we write it to the side over here. 3 times -5 is -15x. 3 times 2, that's 6y. And 3 times 32, that's 96. All right. So in order to eliminate the y, this needs to be a -6. So tell your neighbor what we're going to multiply the bottom one by to make this into -6. Yeah, -2. Distribute, -4x. Distribute, -6y. Distribute, -20. And the rest is history. We no longer use these, we use these. So, help me out, Noel. What do I do? Eliminate 6 and y. And then, what is this? -19x. $76. That is correct. Divide by -19. X equals what, everyone? 4. It's -4. Yeah. Yeah, I did that on purpose, see if you were paying attention. Good eye, Delilah. All right, from there, what do I do next? Tell your neighbor, please, before I call Valente. All right, tell me what you write, Valente. Am I using the red one or the blue one? The blue one, okay. So I write -4 parentheses for x minus 6y equals negative 20, and I substitute negative 4. So this becomes 16 minus 6y equals negative 20. Subtract 16, negative 6y equals negative 36. Divide by negative 6, y equals 6. Solution, negative 4, 6. Hands if you got that. All right. All right, let's see how you do by yourself. Ready? Copy this one. Number 8, very similar to the one we just did. 2x plus 5y equals 26, and negative 3x minus 4y equals negative 25. I'll stop the video right here. For those of you that need extra support, just go to the video for more examples. Those of you that are staying after school, tutoring, it's free. All right? Bye.